Hi, today I'd like to talk about share buybacks, why companies do them, and why sometimes it's good for shareholders and sometimes it's not very good for shareholders. Companies buy back shares generally when they have access to liquidity from their profits, when they have access to capital markets, particularly the debt market, or whether they're looking to neutralize share options that have been exercised. All of these can be very accretive to shareholders. However, the important thing to consider is the price per share the company is paying relative to the intrinsic value of the company. If you're buying a company that has a valuation of, say, $100 and you're paying $120, $130, $140 for those assets, that's obviously not a good allocation of capital. Conversely, we like to buy companies that are buying back their equity out of existing cash flows, but they're buying it back at a valuation that we think is materially under what we think the intrinsic value of the company is. As an example, one of the companies we own is Prudential. As of the 10th of March, Prudential has a book value of approximately $100 a share. And we think that book value is well founded and will actually grow over time. The current share price is around $90. As a result, any allocation the company makes to buying back shares at this price is effectively giving existing shareholders a greater proportion of the company at a discount. Prudential is allocating approximately 15% to shareholders via share buybacks over the next 3 years, plus another 15% in dividends. So you're getting around 30% back as a shareholder, yet we expect the earnings to be at least as good, if not better, and the valuation to be at least what it currently is. Even if the earnings don't improve or the valuation doesn't improve, you make around 30%. It is also a buffer of that amount in the event of an adverse scenario. But if they are able to grow even slightly and the valuation multiples, which is quite low, expands, and you get another 10 or 15% via the share price, you can see how a return of 40 to 50% is absolutely a realistic possibility. So in summary, many companies pursue buybacks. Often it's beneficial to shareholders, but sometimes it's very detrimental. And it pays to know the difference. Thank you.